Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. You have big goals that you want to reach, and maybe it's losing weight, maybe it's getting in shape, or maybe it's just becoming the healthiest version of yourself and maybe the fittest version of yourself. Maybe you want to compete somewhere. And most likely, you're going to be following a meal plan to help you stay on track. Healthy eating really starts at the grocery store with the stuff that you buy. So let's talk about how to fill your cart with all the right foods and dominate your nutrition plan. Stay tuned. Hey there, my friend Perry Tinsley here, creator of the Power Blast podcast, the power of possibility, passion, and purpose. And I want to thank you for tuning in. And I want to take a moment and not only acknowledge myself, but also acknowledge you. Because as of this recording, it is my 15-year anniversary of becoming a health and fitness coach. After I had gone through a very dark period in my time in my life where I had lost my wife to a car crash and was really uncertain I could go down the path of depression, or I could take control of what I could control, and that was I took control of my health and fitness, and I really dug into fitness, had an amazing transformation, lost about 51 pounds, and along the way, people are asking me, how did you do it? What did you do? And just asking for some tips and strategies, and so I'm like, man, I've got a calling here, and I've got a bigger purpose and a way to serve people, so I became a coach. And I've helped thousands of people, maybe even more. People that I don't directly coach, but I'm on here on Power Blast podcast every week for the past. Gosh, that's even coming on a 15-year anniversary very soon. So I just want to thank you. I thank you for working on your own health and fitness, for making yourself a priority, for sending energy and value back to me, and for paying it forward, because whatever it is that you're doing and applying in your life, that's inspiring other people as well. Just thank you. And in this episode, you're going to learn how to dominate your nutrition plan, and it really all starts in the grocery store. And you're going to love these strategies that I give you. Some of them you may know. Others will help you dial it in a little bit more and really help you focus on the healthy options, avoid the junk food traps, and watch out for the sneaky ingredients that really can stall your results. But before I do that, I do want to say thank you so much. Whether this is the first time tuning in or you're a regular listener, thanks so much for being here. If you are on your podcast app, please be a friend. Drop in, leave an honest rating and review to help others discover this show. And if you're tuning in on YouTube, watching the video version of this show, please be an awesome friend. Smash the subscribe and notification buttons. That way you won't miss a show. And it'd be super awesome if you came in, dropped in a comment, hit the like button. That also helps with the YouTube algorithm and helps others discover the show. And there may be a nugget or two that totally could be the thing that unlocks the door for somebody to make a decision or to make a tweak to finally get the results or totally improve their life. So you absolutely rock, my friend. So you know this, right? If the unhealthy stuff never makes it into your shopping cart, the chances are it won't end up in your mouth and add pounds to your waistline, right? But somehow these things just sneak into the cart. Being a smart shopper, it's easier said than done, okay? And there's some obstacles and traps that are set at the grocery store, and you need a plan and a strategy when you go there, because if you just kind of wing it, things just kind of wing their way into your cart, right? So use these tips best you can, and you're going to see an improvement in how you feel, what your results are going to be like. First tip is to make a grocery list and stick to it. Stay laser focused when you go shopping, and bypass all the temptations. That'll even help you save money. Now, I know a lot of people look at the grocery store as an experience. Think Costco, for instance. People walk around, they can't wait to try all the different samples. They give a little upsell saying it's touting these healthy ingredients, everything. The next thing you know, it's in your cart. Grocery stores can do the same thing, and there's a lot of marketing and temptations around. I get it. The experience can be great, but when you've got goals, there's some things that you need to be disciplined on. So Go through, organize your list by departments. That way you can zip past the aisles, that are stocked with like refined carbs. My wife Hillary is really great at creating a list by aisles in the store, and quite often there are aisles that we just skip, like the chips, the cookies, the soda, the cereals, those sort of things. We don't need to go down those, so there aren't, we just bypass those areas, right? Another tip: if you really want to stay laser focused, shop by yourself. Now, I know, easier said than done sometimes, but the more people that are with you, the less control you have to focus on what actually ends up in your cart. Another one, you may already know this: don't shop hungry. A lot of times when we're hungry, a lot of temptations just fill that void as we pack it into the cart, just imagining this, like, oh man, that pizza looks really good. Another thing is to shop the perimeter of the store, the outer aisles. Those will tend to have the healthiest, the freshest, like the produce, the lean meats, fish, stuff like that. So spend your time there. And then if you need to navigate the middle, because there's some things, right? Just go through and navigate that. Stick to your list. Now, focus on the details of your plan, and really watch out for the marketing schemes that are out there. Okay, it may take time, but it's really going to be worth it to you, and you'll get better as time goes on and on and on. Recently, Hillary and I thought we were being very diligent, and we kind of got, I don't want to say sloppy in stuff, but we haven't been the best label readers, because we've kind of gotten habitual at things we chose, and we now realize there's kind of a sneaky ingredient that is gone into our foods that we're like, okay, we got to be more diligent and making sure that it stays out of there. Just the other day, we bought something, we're like, I know I read the label and it didn't have it in the store, and somehow it appeared on the label in my refrigerator. It's you got to be ready. So it's really easy to scan a few things and draw to these attention. The first thing, I've got like a bottle of Heinz 57 sauce. Somebody gave that to me for my birthday. I don't really use it. But when you look at the ingredients, if it's a long list of ingredients, chances are it's going to have a bunch of hidden sugars in there. Doesn't even come out and say sugar. They'll have some fancy names for it, an artificial sweetener, basically unwanted stuff that goes on your waistline. And when you look at things, I'm holding this bottle up as if you could read it, but you want to watch for serving sizes. Sometimes those are so crazy small that it can be deceptive. You look and say, oh, it's only 100 calories, but it's like one cookie or one chip or one thing. It's like, or half a cup or a quarter of a cup. And you're like, oh wow, that can be deceptive. Stay away from sugar as much as possible. Sugar is a big reason why our world is packed with pounds. If you go and you just even pick up a bottle of ketchup typically has more sugar than like a glazed donut. One serving of ketchup, and I don't know many people that actually just do one serving of ketchup when they use it on a burger or fries or whatever it is. Look for the quality of the carbs in there. Are they coming from whole fruits, vegetables, whole grains like brown rice or quinoa? Or are they refined? Are you seeing the word refined on there? If you are, avoid that whenever possible. Pick foods with more protein in them. Choose foods with higher fiber counts, like 3 grams or more. Watch one big thing I do look at is to watch out for the sodium amount. Most people, they're aiming to keep it under 2,400 milligrams a day. It might even be less for you, but some of those things can really add up, especially when you start to look at and you see, like I've got this organic pinto beans one. I love the ingredients are very simple. There's pinto beans, water, and sea salt. But when I look at the sodium, I'm like, okay, 130 milligrams per half cup. That's not too bad. But some of them I'll pick up and it'll be like, 600 sodium, for that. And it's like, whoa. Just a little bit of that, and I've got my count done for the day, and there's other food to eat. So that can really add up. And also be aware of trans fats. If you scan and look for anything that says partially hydrogenated, get rid of it. I was blown away how many foods I had in my cupboards when I chose to do a healthy kitchen makeover. Started going through the cupboards, the fridge, looking at the ingredients, and I just got rid of them. But I was like, oh my gosh, I just got rid of a ton of stuff. Another one, as I'm looking at the Heinz 57 that I always scan for, is something that says high fructose corn syrup. I was telling you about the hidden sugars. That's a big one in there. So look out for those. And then be on the lookout for the food phonies, the sneaky marketing, if you will. Products that claim to be healthy, but there really isn't evidence that they are. Words like all natural, light, low carb, heart smart, low fat, multi-grain, sugar-free, gluten-free, immunity boosting, no antibiotics, reduced sodium. There's a lot of things out there. You've just got to pay attention. They're hoping that it will just grab your attention and drop into your cart. And there really isn't anything that says, hey, this is going to add pounds to your waistline. It just looks like it's going to be something good for you. And it's always a lesson. And you got to be diligent about it all the time, especially if you really want to dominate that nutrition plan of yours. So the best way to dominate is just to be curious of the foods you're shopping for. Always be on reading the labels, be vigilant in what you choose. And by following those strategies, you can best decide if those foods are going to fuel your body to help you reach your goals, or if they're going to take you off track and stall your progress. A lot of times we put in the hard work and we don't realize we're buying foods that are undoing the hard work, or at least not revealing the hard work, and it makes it harder, more difficult. Just know that you are in control. Keep it simple. Take action no matter what, and be persistent in reaching toward your goals. And keep progressing through all circumstances. Choose to give up the excuses and the alibis and the impulse shopping, and just look at possibilities and learn and grow and keep moving forward. And you're going to unwrap and reveal so many and unlock different things in your life that you didn't know you could attain, because your wins are going to add up more and more. Setting small goals. That's going to help build your confidence, and consistency is going to win. That's your friend. Keep challenging yourself. So I'd love to hear your top takeaways from today. Please drop me a line on social or email me, Perry@putyourselffirst.com. I'm always willing to chat and reach out to me with any questions you might have about food, fitness, even more ways to reach your health goals. I love helping people remove the obstacles and the barriers that often get in the way of reaching the goals. And if you want more motivation, tips, strategies, then join my Upside Down Fitness community. We're a fun group of people, and it's absolutely free. We're a fun group of people striving to make healthier habits in this awesome chapter of life. 52 weeks of free coaching I do in that group, and I promise you'll absolutely love it. Just head over to upsidedownfit.com. That's all I have for this week. Thanks so much for being here and for celebrating with me. I appreciate you so much. If you found value, please share this with somebody that you know can benefit, and drop into your podcast app. Leave an honest rating and review to help others discover this show, and the universe is going to kick you some positive vibes for doing it. I just know that. And if you're over on YouTube catching the video version, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get an alert each time a new show drops. You absolutely rock, my friend. That's all I have for this week. We are going to rock this year, right? And as always, remember, it's never too late. We'll see you next week.